like she was the only thing in the room that mattered. You thought I wouldn't notice. I always notice. I always watch. You're mine. And when I see you looking at someone else, someone who's not me, it makes my blood boil. How dare you? After everything we've been through, after everything I've given you, how could you look at someone else like that? How could you even think about it? I thought you understood. I thought we were on the same page. I thought we had something special, something that no one else could touch. But now I'm starting to think maybe you need a little reminder of exactly who you belong to. Don't look at me like that. You knew exactly what would happen if you stepped out of line. You knew what would happen if you gave me a reason to feel jealous. And now, here we are. You're mine. You're supposed to be mine. And when you act like that, when you let your eyes wander, when you look at someone else with interest, well, it feels like a slap in the face. It feels like you've betrayed me, and I don't take betrayal lightly. Do you know what happens when you make me feel like this? When you push me to this point, where I feel like I can't trust you anymore? You think I'll just let it slide? You think I'll forget about it? I'm not angry. Not exactly. Well, maybe I am a little angry. But what I am most of all is disappointed. I'm disappointed in you. I'm hurt. You've been warned. I've told you time and time again how much you mean to me, how I need you to be mine. After everything I've done for you, everything I've given you, how could you just throw it all away? For someone else? For her? You should only be thinking of me. I'm the one who's always been here for you, who's always had your back. I'm the one who makes sure you're taken care of, who makes sure you're safe and protected. And this is how you repay me, by looking at someone else, by thinking about someone else when you should be thinking about me. You don't get to look at anyone else. Not like that. Not with that interest, that attention. Do you understand? I don't care who she is, or how pretty she is, or how much attention she gives you. You're mine, and I won't stand for it. I won't share you, not with anyone. I don't care if it's just a glance or a smile, or even a friendly conversation. It doesn't matter. You belong to me, and I won't let anyone else have you. If you thought you could get away with it, if you thought that looking at her like that wouldn't have consequences, well, now you know better, don't you? I'm not angry, though. Not completely. I'm hurt. I'm disappointed. You should have known better than to test me, to make me feel this way. You should have known that when you look at someone else, when you show even the slightest interest in someone else, it makes me question everything. It makes me question whether I've been enough for you, whether I've been doing my part. And now, I need you to understand. I need you to understand just how serious this is. You don't look at other girls. You don't even think about looking at them. Ever. I'm not willing to share you with anyone. And if you think you can get away with it again, I'll make sure you understand exactly what happens when you break my trust. I don't want to have to remind you of this, but clearly you need it. I'm your girlfriend, and that means I'm the only one you should be focused on. The only one you should be thinking about. I should be the one on your mind. The only one who deserves your attention, your affection, your loyalty. I've been nothing but good to you. I've given you everything you could need and more. So how could you betray me like that? How could you throw it all away for someone else? Someone who doesn't matter. Someone who isn't me. I've made it clear before, and I'll make it clear again. I won't stand for this. I won't let you get away with looking at someone else, letting someone else have your attention, your focus. If you do it again, there will be consequences. I won't let this slide. I'll make sure you regret it. You'll learn what happens when you make me feel like this. You'll learn that when you're with me, someone else like that again. I'll make sure you never forget who you belong to. I'll make sure you never make the same mistake again. You won't want to. You'll be too scared to even think about it. Because when you're mine, you're not just mine in the way everyone else is. You're mine in every sense of the word, and you should never forget that. You're not going anywhere. Not until I'm certain you've learned your lesson. You're going to stay right here with me, where I can keep a close eye on you. There's no escaping this. You won't be seeing anyone else. No one else will even come near you. I'll make sure of that. You don't get to make decisions like that anymore. I'm the one who decides what you do, who you talk to, who you look at. And right now, I'm deciding that you belong to me. You are mine, and you will act like it. I don't want to punish you, not really, but you forced my hand. If you want to act out, if you want to test my patience like this, then I have no choice. You need to be taught a lesson. You need to understand the consequences of your actions. Trust me, this won't be the last time if you keep up this kind of behavior. You'll learn soon enough that I'm the only one who matters. You shouldn't even think about anyone else when you're with me. It's not just about being with me. It's about showing respect for what we have. You're mine, and you need to act like it. I know you're trying to explain yourself, trying to talk your way out of this, but I'm not going to let you. You've done something wrong, and it's time for you to own up to it. You're going to pay for it. I'm not letting you get away with this so easily. You need to understand what happens when you test me, when you forget your place. There are consequences, and I will make sure you learn them. You won't get off the hook this time, and I won't be so forgiving next time. You need to understand something important here. This is not about me wanting to hurt you. It's not about punishment for the sake of punishment. I'm doing this because I care about you. I'm doing this because I want to make sure that you never make this mistake again. I want you to understand the gravity of what you've done. When you're with me, you need to remember that you belong to me. You don't have the freedom to look at anyone else. I don't want to hear about other girls, not even for a second. I won't share you with anyone, and if you try to, I'll make sure you understand the consequences of doing so. I won't let anyone else near you, not while I'm around. Do you feel that? That little sting of regret? That's what happens when you test me, when you forget your place. That's what happens when you act out, when you cross a line. I'm making sure you learn from this, but let me promise you, this is only the beginning. If you ever do something like this again, if you ever step out of line again, I'll make sure you'll never even think about looking at someone else. You won't even want to. I want you to understand what this is really about. It's not about me controlling you or making your life miserable. It's about making sure you understand that I'm the only one you need. I'm the one who's always been here for you. I'm the one who takes care of you, who loves you. No one else can compare to me, and I'm going to make sure you remember that. I'm going to make sure you never forget who you belong to. But for now, I'm going to let this be your lesson. I'm going to let you feel the consequences of your actions so that you never, ever forget your place. You're mine, and after today, you won't look at anyone else. Not again. And if you do, if you even think about it, I'll make sure the consequences are worse next time. I'll make sure you know that there's no escaping this, no turning back. You'll never get away from me. You belong to me, and I'll make sure that you never forget that again. You won't be looking at anyone else, not after today, not while I'm here. And if you try, you'll see that I'm always watching, always ready to remind you that you belong to me. I'll keep you close, and you'll learn to never